Hello, welcome to Health Talk with Nicole and Dr. Martha. I'm Nicole Tatro. Today we have a special episode for you. We are going to do our first ever Health Talk panel. And today we have health coaches. We have Hannah from South Hero, who owns Health Hero Farms. Jessica, who's also a health coach, who works at Elite Health and Wellness. And Anne is also a health coach who owns the Yellow Door Salon here in town. And I am also a health coach and own Elite Health and Wellness. So Hannah, tell me, how did you get into health coaching?
Well, it really stemmed out of my own search for health and wellness. I'm a 17-year cancer survivor and spent a chunk of years after my treatment just not feeling well and not feeling myself, and started looking for answers and started feeling so much better with diet changes and supplements and clean eating. So I've been living this clean life for the last 12 years and started informally working with people to help them feel better, get better. It just really feels like it was a natural flow to me for me to move from turning my life around to helping people change their health lives.
Oh, that's amazing. And your farm is organic, correct?
It is,
yes.
Yeah. We raise organic vegetables and grass-fed beef and, you know, eat that food ourselves. So I feel like I'm living that clean life and feel like I can help people a lot from what I've learned in my own experiences.
It makes me emotional. That's an incredible story.
Thanks.
And Jessica, health coaching.
Well, I was working in childcare, and I just felt like I was meeting so many coworkers and children and parents who were struggling with not feeling well and not being able to keep up with their kids and worrying about what they were going to do about their health, and they just weren't getting support to figure out what it was going to be that would make them feel better. So I just felt like, well, if there isn't anybody in their life that's helping them through this, then if you see the problem, then you should try to be part of the solution. So that's really what's kept me going and kept me researching and learning about how to help people really thrive and feel well.
I think really it's so much about education. Just like if you just don't know, you know, I look back at when I was growing up, there's certain things that we didn't know. And now I look and think, wow, I totally would not have done it that way, but I didn't know, you know, my parents didn't know. So Anne, tell us a little bit about how you got into health coaching.
Yes, actually about 2.5 years ago, I had a lot of problems with indigestion to the point of where I would have to be sitting up at night practically and couldn't sleep lying down. And figured out through, actually it was an infomercial I happened to be watching, which sounds crazy, but that there were certain things that are common foods that start to bother your system after a while, and that's probably what was happening to me. So I did an elimination diet. And that helped. It was just amazing. So I really got into reading a lot more about nutrition after that, and being a hairdresser for 30 years, I've always been helping people, and I hear a lot at the salon.
Say, you must hear so many problems, so many things.
It just was natural for me to decide that I wanted to be a health coach and help people to feel better, because it's just amazing. I mean, some people you don't even realize how bad you feel until you eliminate those things.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
You just accept it, like you learn to live with it. You're just getting old, you have to live with the pain, you have to live with it. So it's incredible how we've kind of, as a society, set that into place, and people don't realize how well they could be, you know. And you also work in a little bit with meditation. You're kind of breaking through with that.
I do some meditation,
so that's incredible.
Yes, I'm actually taking another course this fall
Awesome.
to further that. So
awesome.
It's nice to relax. You really need to slow down and learn how to just be quiet sometimes and let the answers come to you that you need.
That's
so.
one of my things. That's one of my goals, actually, personal goals. Very similar story. My own health, my own family's health. I just started educating myself. You know, I found one school and that didn't really pan out, but I did learn a lot. And then I found an incredible school in New York City, IIN, and did my studies there, and then branching off from there has just been incredible. Actually, Jessica and I talk about the stack of books that we have yet to read, so I just keep buying books. I don't read for pleasure anymore. This is my pleasure. I read, you know, it's a nutrition book, a digestion book, you know, gut health, but it's become part of my life, the way of eating and clean. It's just, it's crazy how not only do I feel better on the inside, but even when I'm shopping for this clean food, it just feels so inspiring, invigorating. So I feel very much the same.
And seeing those changes in other people too, I think is amazing. You know, to watch people's pain go away, and you know, extra weight falling off. And
almost easy, right?
Yes.
Just with eliminating one thing, maybe sometimes.
And sleep. I mean, it's just that's what keeps me wanting to do it and learn more, is seeing these amazing changes in people, and really, for some of them, it really is getting their life back.
I agree. So I think what would be beneficial for us as a panel is to share some of the benefits. Why would somebody want to come see one of us as a health coach, or all of us? Maybe we do a group together. Why would somebody want to do something like that? And we can just have a discussion about that. And
yeah. Sure. Well, there's so much information, like you were saying, out there, so many books to read and everything. People just kind of get to the point of where they don't know where to turn. And as a health coach, we help to guide and support them through the process, you know, of figuring out their goals and reaching them and achieving them. That's
right. And I find it sometimes helpful to have someone on the outside looking in. You know, you can get entrenched in your habits and not even realize some of the things that you're doing that could be sabotaging your health. So I think it's helpful to have someone looking at what you're doing and helping you troubleshoot and strategize.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think one of the huge pieces I've found, and I've been a coach for athletics in the past and currently, and I think the big piece with this is that the coach piece.
Yeah.
It's the accountability piece. A lot of people know that we need to drink more water, we need to eat less sugar, we need to eat more greens. I mean, we all know that, right? We knew that from when we were little on, but how many people know how to implement that? And maybe if they even have a plan and know how to implement it, it's the accountability. So that's one of the biggest things I think that I tell my future clients or potential clients, is the accountability piece is just plain priceless.
Yeah.
You know, you're holding their hand, and quite honestly, I'm still working through things myself. So it's like we're doing it together. It's like we're holding hands and we're going on this journey together. So I think that's one of the most powerful pieces of this, you know, health coaching that's really growing. It's kind of the buzzword recently around.
I think, and like Hannah was saying, I think it's really helpful to be able to help someone look back and see how far they come. I think it's easy for people to go on vacation and say, wow, I really blew it. I mean, it's over, I blew it. But they, you know, if you can have them reflect on how far they've come and realize that this isn't the end, just because you had 3 days where you couldn't maintain the healthy lifestyle doesn't mean it's over. Look at what you were feeling like 3 months ago and how you're feeling now. I think it's another thing that's just really supportive to be able to.
And I think going along with that, it's a daily battle, really, or a daily process. It's not something we can just, okay, well, you know, it's this fad diet and it's a certain amount of days, or you have to continue to take pills or shakes. I'm just not a big fan of that. I don't think that is, you can't sustain that. And it's a daily thing.
Right. It is a lifestyle change. It's not just it's not a quick fix. It's not a 21-day diet. It's not anything like that. It's really shifting.
Right, because it's taken you know, years to come to that point of realizing that you don't feel good. It's not going to happen overnight. So you're going to take the baby steps and get there eventually, but it's not going to be a quick fix.
It's like peeling away the layers of the onion, I've heard before.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, you unveil, is it one thing, and then another thing pops up. But you just, it's baby steps, like you said. It's actually quite, you know, I want to make sure our viewers understand that you can't do this fast. It actually would not make you feel well.
Right.
And I think this is leading us up to other episodes of our Health Talk panel to get into a little more detail about maybe detox would be a nice first one. And then, gosh, we could pick topics all day long, couldn't we?
Yeah.
And help people understand that it is baby steps.
Right.
It's been really rewarding, like you said, seeing people change. I had a client who came to me and she knew in the back of her mind she needed to lose a little weight, but her main goal was to get her energy back and to get moving. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we worked through those goals, which she was achieving, small additions, which we never took anything away. It's almost like she crowded things out because her body was getting what she needed and wasn't craving the not so good things. She all of a sudden told me she lost easily 8 pounds right off. Mm-hmm. And then she ended up, I think, losing 14 or 17 pounds by the time we worked in a fairly short period, a few months. Yeah. To me, that's a short period. Yeah. And it just made me want to cry. I was so excited because that wasn't her main goal, but that came along with it. Mm. Yeah. So any other success stories you've had? Any?
The client dearest to my heart is actually my mother. She suffered for many years with pain and limited mobility, and I just wanted to make her feel better. She was also quite overweight. But when we started making the food changes and some food eliminations and testing, like you said, the weight started coming off, and she has no fibromyalgia pain, no arthritis pain. She doesn't nap anymore. She's a different woman.
She's got her energy back.
Different woman. She's like 10 years younger. So that's, I mean,
you're gonna get emotional.
Amazing to be able to help my mom that way.
It's incredible. It's you find that key thing, or maybe it's things, plural, that your body is holding on to. Mm. And what's incredible, and we might have another discussion about this, is sometimes it's emotionally based as well. Mm.
Well, and it's different for every person. Yeah. That's the cool part, is that it's not cookie cutter for everybody.
Absolutely.
Every body is different. Every solution is different.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's right. Yes. For me, one of my favorites was a friend of mine, actually, and we had been speaking about some issues that she was having with brain fog and just kind of, you know, feeling puffy and bloaty and stuff. And I just made the suggestion of, you know, again, doing the elimination, and she found that she had a little bit of a problem with gluten. Not that she had celiac or anything, but she had an intolerance to it, and you know, the brain fog went away. There was some weight dropped off, puffiness gone, and it was like,
awesome.
I just was like, oh yay! I just felt so good to know that I had helped someone like that. It's nice to have that feeling, you know, because as a health coach, our benefit is the reward of seeing that that we've helped someone.
It's amazing.
It's fun.
So as my brain starts turning here, I think what would be really beneficial in the future is we'll get together and we should definitely describe to our viewers what maybe an elimination diet might be on a general basis. So get some really good ideas for future shows. Great. So that wraps up today's Health Talk panel. We just wanted to give you a general idea of what the health coaching profession might look like and what you might benefit from. If you have a burning health question, you can ask us right online and we will answer on the show. Go ahead and visit www.elitehealthandwellnessvt.com. Right over on the right side, you can submit a question. You can leave your name and where you live, or you can be completely anonymous. Thank you for watching today. We appreciate it. Have a happy and healthy day. Bye-bye.